Today's chapter is a little longer. We're in Mark chapter 13. And Mark chapter 13 is Mark's account, or Peter's account, as many think that Peter was the main source for Mark, the account of the Olivet Discourse. Now, this is, obviously, we read Matthew before, so a lot of the things we're reading in Mark, we've read twice, because they overlap at many points. And so we've read the Olivet Discourse before, as recorded in Matthew. So one of the things I would encourage you to do, it's one of the few videos I actually did some commentary at the end. The Olivet Discourse, there's a lot of end-time speculation from people, and there's probably always been a good amount of end-times speculation, but I know certainly in the last 60 years of our day, there's been tons of end-time speculation. And I did 9 minutes of commentary on end-times talk. So I would encourage you to go back to that and watch that. I start talking about it probably around the 4.5 minute mark. You can watch the whole video and hear me read Matthew 24 again. Or one of the things you can do is kind of maybe scroll through, because what probably changes, I probably stop looking down at the Bible and I just look at the camera and I talk to the listener. So I will attempt to, after I record this, remember to hopefully put a link to that in the comments, and then you can just click to it rather than hunting for it. But you just look in order. New Testament is usually every third day, and you just hunt for that Matthew 24 video. But anyway, let's get back to business here in Mark 13. As he was going out of the temple, one of his disciples said to him, "Teacher, look, what massive stones, what impressive buildings." Jesus said to him, "Do you see these great buildings? Not one stone will be left upon another. All will be thrown down." While he was sitting on the Mount of Olives across from the temple, Peter, James, John, and Andrew asked him privately, "Tell us, when will these things happen? And what will be the sign when all these things are about to be accomplished?" Jesus told him, "Watch out that no one deceives you. Many will come in my name, saying, 'I am he,' and they will deceive many. When you hear of wars and rumors of wars, don't be alarmed. These things must take place, but it is not yet the end. For nation will rise up against nation and kingdom against kingdom. There will be earthquakes in various places and famines. These are the beginning of birth pains. But you, be on your guard. They will hand you over to local courts, and you will be flogged in the synagogues. You will stand before governors and kings because of me as a witness to them. And it is necessary that the gospel be preached to all nations. So when they arrest you and hand you over, don't worry beforehand what you will say, but say whatever is given you at that time, for it isn't you speaking, but the Holy Spirit. Brother will betray brother to death, and a father his child. Children will rise up against parents and have them put to death. You will be hated by everyone because of my name, but the one who endures to the end will be saved. When you see the abomination of desolation standing where it should not be, let the reader understand, then those in Judea must flee to the mountains. A man on the housetop must not come down or go in to get anything out of his house, and a man in the field must go back to get his coat. Woe to pregnant women and nursing mothers in those days. Pray it won't happen in winter, for those will be days of tribulation, the kind that hasn't been from the beginning of creation until now, and never will be again. If the Lord had not cut those days short, no one would be saved. But he cut those days short for the sake of the elect whom he chose. Then if anyone tells you, 'See, here is the Messiah,' 'See there,' do not believe it. For false messiahs and false prophets will arise and will perform signs and wonders to lead astray, if possible, the elect. And you must watch. I have told you everything in advance. But in those days, after that tribulation, the sun will be darkened, and the moon will not shed its light. The stars will be falling from the skies, and the powers in the heavens will be shaken. And they will see the Son of Man coming in clouds with great power and glory. He will send out the angels and gather his elect from the four winds, from the ends of the earth to the ends of heaven. Learn this lesson from the fig tree. As soon as its branches become tender and sprouts leaves, you know that summer is near. In the same way, when you see these things happening, recognize that he is near at the door. Truly I tell you, this generation will certainly not pass away until all these things take place. Heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will never pass away. Now concerning that day or hour, no one knows, neither the angels in heaven nor the Son, but only the Father. Watch, be alert, for you don't know when the time is coming. It is like a man on a journey who left his house, gave authority to his servants, gave each one his work, and commanded the doorkeeper to be alert. Therefore be alert, since you don't know when the master of the house is coming, whether in the evening or at midnight, or at the crowing of the rooster, or early in the morning. Otherwise, when he comes suddenly, he might find you sleeping. What I say to you, I say to everyone. Be alert. Olivet Discourse, Mark chapter 13. Again, look in the comments. I'll try to remember to put a link to that video in the first comment in the video. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day. This is Saturday's posting. So if you're watching this on Saturday at all, again, church tomorrow. Plan on it today. Hope you're well in health, and hope to see you tomorrow.